LeBron James cited that the play-in tournament was stupid. Whoever came up with the idea should basically be fired. Now, I find it kind of ironic that LeBron James says this when his team has been sliding in the standings down to the 6th spot. Why is that significant? Because if LeBron James' team kept sliding, they would be subject to the play-in. Now, here's the question. How stupid or silly is the play-in tournament? Remember in the past, we always asked ourselves, why are 50-win teams in the West, 45, 50-win teams in the West don't make the playoffs, are penalized because it's so competitive in the West, as opposed to the Eastern Conference for multiple years, teams with records such as 37 and 45 made the playoffs consistently. We had a problem. We had a gripe. The NBA answered it. Play-in tournament. However, LeBron sees this as stupid all of a sudden due to the simple fact that for the first time in his career, if the Lakers don't turn around their poor record, he will be subject to the play-in. The play-in is not stupid by any means. Nobody should be fired for that idea. That was a good idea because we used to lament how the regular season basically meant nothing to these NBA players. Now that there's a play-in tournament, guys have to step up and hold themselves accountable to the season. Now the games in the regular season mean that much more because you do not want to be in the play-in tournament. So no, it's not stupid, and no, that person shouldn't be fired. You're looking at teams like a Golden State Warriors who they don't even get a chance to get in the playoffs, and they're sitting at 500 in the West, as opposed to an Eastern Conference team that's doing horribly, and they get into the playoffs because the level of competition in the East isn't hard in the West. Makes no sense whatsoever. This took a courageous move to actually implement this. This is a good idea, one. It's a couple days before the regular playoffs. Two, it holds weight on the regular season. Three, keeps the lane open for stars that will miss the playoffs. Last year, Damian Lillard took full advantage of this. His team didn't even have a good record. They had a sub 500 record, but due to the play-in, we got to see them in the playoffs. That makes sense. We got to start doing what makes sense. The NBA has experimented with things from the weird basketball, three-point line, pushing it in a little bit. That's what we want. We don't want everything to be stagnant as people complaining like the regular season doesn't mean anything. Let's get to the playoffs. Because that leaves a bad stain on the fans and the consumers. So, LeBron, I have to respectfully disagree. They shouldn't be fired. If anything, this just goes to show you why the play-in is necessary. Because like LeBron would be comfortable right now if there was no play-in. But the fact that he's like thinking to himself, damn, we might have to play more games if we keep sliding. That's what we want. We want you to have some fire under your butt. Not from LeBron James per se, but all the other guys that were just like, man, I'm good. We stuck where we at. We good. No, shouldn't be like that. Who's Junction? Who's me Supla? Like, comment, subscribe.